Well, I'm not sure it gets much worse than that. Trying not to really lose it on this one, because this is obviously a Premier League game. It's a Premier League focused rant because the Premier League has been bad so far this season for Newcastle. We've just entered November, so I'm trying the hardest not to maybe overreact or go overboard, but it's quite impossible not to be honest, with how shocking that was. I mean, I really don't have the energy on a Sunday afternoon. It's fucking ruined my weekend, that has. It's ruined my week. I know for a fact it'll come to Wednesday and we'll play Athletic Club in the Champions League, beat them 3-0, look amazing. Anthony Gordon, headband under the lights, will look absolutely brilliant again. But nowhere to be seen today. Nobody was nowhere to be seen today. It's just... What's going on in the Premier League? What has happened to Newcastle United in the Premier League, specifically away from home? Away from home. You can't play away from home. You can't do anything away from home. We're playing one of the worst sides in the league away from him. You know, second bottom they were before today. Don't know what they are now. Third bottom maybe. They hadn't won a game in nearly 250 days at home. The fans have planned protests to sit in at the ground after the match. They've been protesting for months on end. At the owners, at the manager. Which one? Who knows? They've chopped and changed the manager a few times already this season. Can we have a phone call from Dr. Newcastle, please? Ring, 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 ring. Dr. Newcastle, yeah. Do you want to win? Yeah, you can have one. Shite. Put the phone down. It's absolutely shite. Don't have the energy. Genuinely don't have the energy to continue that rant. I mean, to lose to West Ham. 3-1 as well, by the way. 3-1. To Nuno Santo. Got his first win. West Ham manager. He got beat 2-0 off Brentford last week. Got his first win today. West Ham's first win in absolutely ages at home. Comfortable as well. Very easy, very comfortable. What are we doing? What are we doing? Premier League's over. Premier League's over. It is over. It is. Yeah, we're 13th. 13th in the league. 13th in the league. And then, you know, it's November. He says lots more matches to play, but 5 points off 5th, I think. If Sunderland win tomorrow, which probably will. See tonight, Monday, Everton. Will be 8 points off 5th, which will be worse than the 5 points as it were off bottom 3. So the Premier League, it's just not really happening. It's just not happening in the Premier League. We can't get any wins going, can't get any momentum going, any confidence going, any goals going. Nothing is happening in the league at all away from home. We look absolutely awful from the get-go. And you know what the mad thing is? We actually get a lead. I was going to say gifted lead. We win. It was good work from Jacob Murphy. A fantastic strike. Great goal outside the box. You go 1-0 up against West Ham. The crowd are already on the back. They're double on the back after that. And you think, well, this could be 3 or 4 this. West Ham are thinking that. They're already jeering and booing and getting on the cases. Newcastle don't capitalise on that Murphy strike. Newcastle decided to just sit back and probably hold out and hope for a 1-0 win. You know? Hold out and hope for a 1-0 win. That was never coming. I mean, I would have thought that was ever possible, considering the openness of our game, allowing West Ham to come back into it, pass through it. It's like Brighton all over again. The last away game, Brighton, where they're just passing through the middle. You know, the midfield was non-existent today. Non-existent. Bruno away from home, shocking. Tonali, shocking. Joelinton, he's had a bad season overall anyways, hasn't he? Joelinton hasn't looked good for weeks and weeks. So the midfield wasn't there. Voltemata, hooked at half-time. I don't know what Eddie Howe's saying. You can let me know in the comments if he's had an interview by now post-match and let us know why Nick Voltamala was taken off at half-time, if it was just tactical, because at the minute you look at it and you think, is he carrying a knock or something? Because I know he didn't have a great first half, but no one did. I know he didn't touch the ball in the opposition box, which is poor. But he still didn't necessarily have a stinker. It's not like he was missing loads of chances, because we don't create loads of chances. So Asula comes on, has some good little glimpses, touches the ball, but makes nothing with it. And nobody else does. Newcastle make lots of changes. They made 3 at half time. Like Vasula and stuff coming on. They changed the formation throughout the game. They changed it even later than that. Langer comes on for Murphy, who, yes, had a great goal, but didn't out after that. Newcastle just looked really, really bad. Why are we so crap away from home? I don't get it. I really don't understand what we're playing at away from home, what the idea is. We never look like scoring. We never even look like creating, to be honest, because West Ham 2-1 up at half-time. And listen, I've ranted and raved about Newcastle in this video, but credit to West Ham, and their fans can let us know in the comments if that's the best they've played in a while. It looked that way to me. It looked like they were really good today, because just before Murphy scored, it was against the run of play. Bowen hit the post, we went up the other and Murphy scored. And then after that, it was all West Ham again. Nick Pope was making loads of great saves. It was all West Ham. And, we were riding our luck. They deserved the equaliser, they deserved the winner, and they deserved all 3 points today. No doubt about it. But speaking of Pope, they're making some great saves. Like, why does Nick Pope look like one of the best goalkeepers ever and one of the worst goalkeepers ever in the same game? I don't know how that's possible. He pulls out some amazing stops, some fantastic saves, and then doesn't do the basics in terms of distribution or catching the ball. Why can't he catch the ball? Why can't he use his voice to speak and allow others to leave the ball? Times when he tries to punch it, he should have caught it, and vice versa. And yeah, like I say, Sven Botman's own goal. Why isn't Pope just shouting saying that's mine? He's in the wrong position there anyways. Yes, it's Botman who puts it in the back of the net, but the whole defence and Nick Pope has to take blame for that for me. It's too easy, it's too soft, they're too complacent, they're all over the shop. They're absolutely all over the gaff. It's embarrassing, and it was embarrassing today, and it was unacceptable. This is a West Ham team who hasn't won in 248 days at the London Stadium. They are second bottom in the league. How are you going there and allowing them to play like it's Barcelona under fucking Messi? They're playing some great stuff. They're passing it about. You're just too easy to play between the lines, to play at all. We were terrible, absolutely abysmal. And they made it look easy. Pope should have caught it. He punches it. Shocking. Good strike by Paqueta. But again, he probably should have it at the post there. Pope should make the save. But the two just never look like doing anything today. Murphy puts us in front. That should give you the confidence to go on and win that game by a couple of goals. It really should. The West Ham fans are on the back. They're on the case. And they're not doing that about it. They're not doing that about it. We should have went on to win that game quite comfortably. But like I say, Pope makes some good saves, and he has an absolute clanger with their goal. But the defence, the midfield, the whole team, miles off it today. Miles off it. And there's no excuses. There was 8 changes during the week to that very good win over Spurs in the Carabao Cup. 6 of those came back in today. Kraft came in for a little trip, but there was 6 changes from the midweek matches. A lot of those lads came in fresh, hadn't played. It's not like we'd been travelling in Champions League during the week, or it was even a Carabao game away. And this is the thing with Newcastle. I'm whinging now. I'm ranting. I'm saying the Premier League's over. And I mean it. I can't see us finishing top 6. I can't. My prediction was 5th at the start of the season. I can't see us getting that now. Even with how bad Spurs were against Chelsea yesterday, they're still sitting in the top 4. They look crap. But we look crap. We look shocking. So I can't see us finishing top 5, top 6 to get Champions League, to get Europe. I just can't see it. So we're going to have to try and win that Carabao Cup again to get into the European spots. Champions League, we even look very good. If it's midweek and it's under the lights, and especially if it's at home, we're sound. But if it's away or it's during the day, then I can't be having it. Yeah? I can't be having it. And it's not good enough, you know. It's really not good enough overall. For the season as a whole, like I say, for me, I feel like the table is done. I can't see us getting any European spots. It's premature to say that, and to be fair, this time last year, we had a lot of people saying Eddie Howe out and stuff like that. I won't go that far, but we had a lot of people saying the season was done last year. I stuck by the team, and then after that Brentford embarrassing defeat, we pulled it round and went on a great run. I just don't see we're doing it this year. I just really don't. Even with a better squad and the depth we have there, I just think, yeah, we're going to have a good run in the Champions League. We might get the quarters or something. I think, yeah, we might even get back to Wembley for the Carabao. But in terms of Premier League, which we're focused on today, because obviously it was a Premier League match, we've got beat off one of the worst Premier League teams who might not even be a Premier League side come the end of the season. They're in the relegation zone as it stands, still, after winning today. They don't win at home. They're terrible. They sack the managers. The players look disinterested. The fans don't want to be there. And Newcastle rock up and just allow them to win. You know, it's shocking today, man. Absolutely abysmal. I cannot believe it was that bad. And I just can't wrap my head around why we're so indifferent from home and away in terms of resting players and teams and stuff. Like, it's just shite. It's really, really shite. But I've went on long enough. I can't be bothered anymore. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to my By Channel TV. I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back for a video tomorrow. We'll be back on Wednesday at the match. Probably win 3-0 against Bilbao. You know, everything will be rosy. Off in the Premier League. Big concerns in the Premier League for me. Big worries, big stresses. Whatever. See you later.